and other stuff, and we don't learn about looting stuff, which I would love to be lewd, but we learn about freaking um these stuff, which that's what Allo is about. But it's like it's kind of stupid. It's like Allo is about teaching equality and stuff and social issues, but these people most of the point they think Allo is not about that. Allo is divided into two groups, by the way: life orientation and PE, which is physical education. Doing all the running, exercising, jumping, swimming. Still not lewding yourself because you can't be lewd when you're doing PE. Okay, what is wrong with me and trying to pull up all my lewd words? I tell you, something's really messed up about me. But still, I'm trying to say is that um, it's weird in the world, but more specifically, South Africa. No, we don't need this SJW bullcrap. We learn about equality. We don't need, we don't need to discuss every single thing about freaking feminism every time. We don't need to discuss that. 15. We demand our syllabus be decolonized. Bruh. Bruh. Decolonized. Wow. Wow. Now our own lessons are being decolonized. Wow. Oh my freaking goodness. This is just insane. I have lost faith in some of these students who brought us up. I have lost full faith in them. It's like, wow. Uh, Historical events such as colonialism and apartheid can no longer be taught as historically neutral. So basically, they want to say they want people to hear a one-sided thing. First and foremost, here's the thing: in history, from what I've learned, we talk about what happened. We say the British, we say this or that. We talk about them specifically. We say what happened. We don't take once here's the thing: we learn about it. Some people don't care about what happened in the past. They just okay, yeah, it's bad. Focus on other stuff. They focus on the present and for the future. Now, um, let's just continue. Must be recognized as what they were: the invasion and terrorization of Native African and non-white people. Wow, these people are really going into it. This is an all boys school, by the way. You expect us to be some kind of bitch SJW girl to complain about it, but what's going on? Is this how the boys are gonna fall in South Africa? Well, in the private schools, because it's weird. I'm just saying this is just one private school, but you never know in the future how much of schools will fall because of this dumb demands. Uh, this should be applied to the prep and college. Wow. The invasion and wow, the invasion. So basically the invasion. Yeah, freaking bad stuff happened in the past. Invasion, guys. The invasion. Well, can I just say this? If you really hate the whites so badly and stuff because of what happened in the past, tell them to go fuck off, and just see how long you'll survive without certain cultures and certain stuff. I'm not saying certain races are certain cultures. I'm just trying to say that, look at freaking Zimbabwe. Chased off the whites. Look what happened to them now. So if you want to chase specific race, well, I'm not saying, I'm just bringing it up. If you want to chase them out because of past, or you want to do anything because of the past, remember that some of these people out there are going to be future doctors, lawyers, teachers, educational system people, or whatever. These people could be, very liberal, but you chasing them. You don't want them to be in this. You don't want them in this country because of their skin. It's gonna be weird. Now I'm going to forward this rant, but okay, I'm sorry. Let's just go back into the article. Sorry, it was just an off-topic rant. Let's go on. That's kind of disgusting, Basically, you just want it to be for you, just to please you only. Yeah, what happened in the past was very fucked up. Okay. 16. We demand that teachers and students should not be allowed to say the N word. Okay, and the K word. Now the K word is like the N word but in South Africa. So I've said the N word multiple times on my channel. I'm not afraid of it. Honestly, it has no power in South Africa, in my personal opinion, because the K word has power. But once again, it's just a word, and people get arrested for saying that word. So it's like, yeah. Or other oppressive slurs, but pertaining to protected identities in academic literature, readings, and discussions outside the classroom. This would not apply to people victimized by these slurs. Wow, this is like, people get so angry at other people saying the slurs, but they say the slurs at the same time. Say the slurs. You have the right to do so. Say it. If you have freedom of speech in your country, you should say it. You should say. Don't be afraid, because if certain people can say it, why can't you say it? If they get offended by you saying it, then they shouldn't say the slurs. There's no. If the slurs are slurs, don't freaking say it. Don't try and say people, oh, you shouldn't say this, but we can because. No, mess me with that crap. If it's offensive to you, then you don't say it. And you don't want other people to say it, then fine. But you don't say it too. Be equal, okay? 17. Be the man. Safe spaces. Please do not come like some of the schools in like Western countries. Most of the Western countries, it's insane. If we fall, then I'm sorry, but this is just it. Like, this is why I'm never gonna send my children to school, even private schools, at all. Like, you could take the school fees money for the entire year and get a specific private teacher to teach you in your own house. End of discussion. I'm sure it'll cost a bit more cheaper too. Honestly, what the frick? For students from vulnerable groups. Wow. Whatever these children are on, I tell you, it's definitely not drugs. Okay. These spaces shouldn't serve the purpose of being a space where vulnerable students can seek refuge from the harms of Bishop confronts them with. Under no circumstances should white people enter POC safe spaces. This is fucking racism, then. This is just racism. You don't want whites to be in it because little fifis? Guess what? Then don't go to a primarily white school. I don't know if this is a white school. I know Cape Town is very mixed, you know? I'm just saying, like, if you have a problem with whites, don't go. It's the same as if you have a problem with blacks, don't go to the school. End of discussion. If you have a problem with such specific race, enough, saying it, just freaking do it and not go to the school. I just want to make it clear, okay? What's the point of paying this much money? I'm sure you can find a better school with less amount of money, and there we go. POC. I hate the word POC. It's such a weird term, personally. It's not a term I would like to call myself. No. Safe spaces and non-LGBTQI. That alphabet is going to get long throughout the years, my friends. Plus. Wow, there's actually a plus. They could have added the plus at the end, but I just want to point out, it's kind of weird to add the T. Because for me, T is just, it's not a sexuality. It's just, I'm not going to get into it, but personally, because, I'm going to transition and stuff, and like, I don't know why the T is there. That's just what I'm asking. Why is the T there? But that's discussion for another video if we have time to in the future, or if I want to talk about it. But still, people should not be allowed in queer safe spaces. Oh my god. You're just creating little ghettos within the school now. Is that what you want to do? Oh wow, you're freaking morons. Now you're going to exclude people from having different ideas. This is how it starts, by the way. And soon, basically, you won't be allowed to even say anything against the stuff. These people are going to become the bullies, Once again, not everyone of these specific groups are going to become the bullies. I'm just saying that it's going to become a problem, and some of the people out there who quote-unquote feel oppressed aren't going, where am I going with this, Rick? This is just a bizarre video, honestly. They aren't going to just, talk for everyone. They're going to bully you, Where were we? 18. We're almost there, guys. We demand the establishment of Pride Society and bishops in order to provide a safe space and a platform for our LGBTQI plus students. Is bishops a Christian school? Then, okay, whatever. South Africa, freedom. You have your freedom, it's fine. But I don't know how so much of children can be gay. I don't know how. I don't even know, honestly. 19. We demand an establishment of feminist society to promote women's. Why is there X? Why is there a fucking X in the word woman? Oh, because because man, woman, because man is bad to offensive to these feminists. Are we even evolving as societies? I know now progression at this point doesn't even exist because we still continuing being morons. So what's the point? Empowerment and the eradication of rape culture at bishops. Guys, you are men. You are boys. It's a boys' school. Why do you want to learn